Mr. President, realizing that we are practicing the Western democracy in Uganda currently, and you are also aware of the current trend of African democracy, in this case where incumbent leaders, after the elections, tend to manipulate by either staying on or otherwise, in which giving a reference to our neighbor Kenya, what happened, Zimbabwe, Ivory Coast, and all that. In the event that the same comes to Uganda, in which case probably you are also being called upon to share power in this new democracy of Africa of power sharing, what would be your take on that as a presidential candidate? Thank you.
Power sharing often is dictated by necessity. But we also have to look at our experience in power sharing. Sometimes sharing power with a well-known tyrant is like sharing a blanket with a hunchback. Each time the hunchback turns, obviously you lose your share of the blanket. So you remain in the cold because of the hump on the hunchback's back. So most of these dictators, they are like hunchbacks. Now, to pretend that you can have a good night's sleep in the same bed, under the same blanket with them, is an illusion. I think my best role as a politician is to mobilize citizens to have genuine democracy. My role is not to lead you in compromising about what you want. If you want someone to lead you in compromising with a dictator, vote for someone else. Don't vote for Norbert Mao. Now, the nature of African democracy is such that the leaders acquire power primitively. These days I hear people coming to lecture us on how the NRM has changed, how President Museveni has become a bad man. I don't buy that kind of trash. All the elements of tyranny and despotism were there from the first day. A man comes jumping over dead bodies, walking on blood, killing on his way to power, acquiring power primitively, and you expect him to govern decently. That's why every time he's under pressure, then he says, I can't be removed by a mere piece of paper. Why does he even say that? Because he knows that at the end of the day, he does not believe in the Constitution. The Constitution says power belongs to the people, but power does not belong to the people. You hear generals. The other day I saw Colonel Nalweso with her car covered with dry banana leaves. I was really tempted to set it on fire, but I didn't. You
can hold on to your point there because you're going to take a breath.
I didn't want to be arrested for arson. But believe me, my brother, in the Democratic Party, we insist on fighting for genuine democracy, no matter how long it will take.